Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by to watch. This is going to be a general reading for the collective. I hope you're all doing well. Now I am going to start with getting three messages for the theme of this reading. If you would like a personal reading with me, the details are in the description box. I ask Archangel Michael to watch over this reading. So we have occupation. This theme keeps coming out about someone's work or what you're working on or what you're working towards, your goals. What else, Spirit? Or what someone's put their time, energy, effort into. Some sort of communication that someone's not receiving or they don't want to receive about someone's fortune or good luck here, or destiny, or someone's receiving information about money to do with work. Okay, let's start with the Celtic cross. What's the opening energy? Devil energy. Someone knows they need to change their ways here. They're stuck in devilish energy but are trying to move out of this energy. There's issues with addictions, obsession, possessions, being possessed. They may be trying to move as well, because I see with the distant horizons card wanting to move out of this energy, or could be wanting to change an occupation as well. Or they're just so stuck in this energy that there's no way out. They're too far gone in this devil energy. We'll see someone who's toxic or wanting to come out of toxicity. What else? What's the challenge here, please, for this person? Or unable to communicate as well. So that someone doesn't want to deal with a tower here. They don't want to be kicked out of a home, and they've got no way to defend themselves, or they're trying to look at how to defend themselves with everything coming crashing down, or everything's coming crashing down as a result of how they've defended themselves, or a defense strategy didn't work. They were too much in their ego. There's a lot of upside down energy here. Not wanting to be found out is what I'm hearing. Definitely something to do with anger, obsession, addictions, toxic energy. Deep down they know that there's going to be some sort of repercussions for this with the Hierophant, or they don't want to deal with any sort of establishment, banks. Could be banks because of the Great Fortune card. And yeah, not wanting to look at the communication from the bank. Can also be law, any sort of institution to do with income, money. Yeah, they don't want to, something about they could be getting kicked out of a house too, or they don't want to get kicked out of a house with the tower reversed. They're trying to delay something. They're too toxic. Deep down they know that they need to stop doing this, but they're not listening to their higher self. With the Hierophant in the subconscious, they know they need to stick to rules and establishments and not be a lawbreaker is what I'm hearing, which is a strange thing to say, but whatever. 10 of coins in the recent past, they've blown through a fortune here, or there's some sort of legacy that is breaking up here, a family unit coming undone, losing everything financially that they worked towards because they didn't acquire it in the correct way, knowing that they have to pay as well. Could be bankruptcy in the recent past, or know that they're heading that way. It's because of this toxic energy. In their thoughts, they're wanting to compete, or they're trying to create some sort of chaos and drama here. Could be trying to divert attention in regards to this Hierophant energy. So trying to create chaos and toxicity in some sort of court, bank, university, school, all of that. Trying to hide something here, but there's something about their communication that's not going well in the near future. They're losing a contract here, or something's coming apart. A burden that they tried to create is coming undone. They could be losing people around them, again with Gemini communication. So something about a burden being lifted because of communication coming out, not being able to get something to go through that was meant to create a burden in some sort of competition. Or this Hierophant, they're worried that this Hierophant energy is going to let a burden go of a party that they are involved with. A person they're involved with is going to have a burden released because of this Hierophant. How they feel about this. So it definitely looks like they don't want to be found out or discovered for abuse. The Devil in reverse, yeah, and the Tower reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse, not wanting to be discovered for abuse. And worried that the law is going to catch up with them. They've lost a legacy here, a family, a whole lot of money, a whole lot of money. And their plan is to create more chaos in the future and competition and drama. And they're in complete devil energy. They know they need to get out of this, but they can't help themselves. They're too far gone. They tried to create a burden here, but this burden's being lifted. There's something also about money collecting, money collectors. Yeah, Nine of Coins and the World in their feelings. So it looks like they want this cycle to end of where they're single and have to rely on themselves, or they're worried that you're going to be able to move on without them and you'll do it better than them, like you'll flourish without them. They don't want this because they wanted to burden you with some sort of financial responsibility and some sort of toxicity. They wanted you to constantly have to defend yourself in a house so that they could be in toxic energy, and they never thought that they would have to account for it. They're losing love in the near future. In their environment is what they've invested in, how they've spent their time, energy and money, and they're being rejected. There's no opportunities for them. They're feeling very lackluster is what I'm hearing. They should have invested more wisely. I'm pretty certain that the Seven of Coins and the Four of Cups in reverse was in the recent past position in one of the readings that I did. So the fact that it's come out in future energy is interesting. So it's played all the way through. So yeah, they've invested poorly here when it comes to contracts, money, communication, what they worked on, what they worked towards, what they invested in. They should have thought more. Something about not being able to travel as well. There's too much toxic energy here in their relationships. They're losing family, money, legacy. There's no more legacy. They're embarrassing. Their legacy is embarrassing. What they've invested in is embarrassing. There's a lot of shame and guilt here when it comes to their relationships with the Lovers in reverse and the Ten of Wands in reverse. And now they're being judged for this with the Devil in reverse and the Hierophant. It's like a battle between good and evil here. Trying to pull the wool over someone's eyes. They're fearing that they've fucked themselves. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. There's no more happiness for them. No family, no money, no great fortune. They've ruined their life. No true love. It's all gone. It's empty. The coffers are empty is what I'm hearing. And they're going to be in extreme guilt as well, or they should be feeling guilty. They've created a whole mess for themselves is what I'm hearing. And then we've got 7 of Cups here in the outcome with the Page of Wands and the 3 of Coins. Yeah, they worked with other people here. You're the Empress. Well, there's an Empress here who they tried to get stuck in a nightmare. Now they are receiving some sort of news or communication about their illusions or delusions or something. They're working with other people that are planning, helping them with paperwork, saying that what they're saying doesn't make sense, something like that. They're going to have to, with the Page of Wands, they're going to have to look at their path a bit differently with this collaboration, and they're getting angry because they want to go a different path, but the math ain't mathing. Other people that they're working with here are telling them that they don't have options, or their options aren't what they think, that things need to follow a plan with the 3 of Coins, 3 of Pentacles. There's a path, there's a way things have to go. It's interesting. They're wearing a mask. Now they're sick. Closing messages, please, Spirit, in this situation. What's the messages for this person that's in the Devil reverse energy, who's tried to entrap someone here, abusing them and trying to make them look guilty while they're the guilty one? What's their messages? They should have tried a different career. They should have tried something else. They weren't talented. They're not an expert. They don't love themselves. They need to heal, and they lack independence. They have no skills. They should have cared for you. They should have supported you. They should have been a real parent. They don't. They're refusing to live and learn. They're never going to be married. They're never going to have love. They're never going to have sweet love again. It's the end for them. They've harmed people. Yeah, they should have worked together. They should have reconciled. They should have listened. They should have considered your side. They shouldn't have involved third parties. What else? There's no eternal love for them, ever. And they can't work with other people now. No one wants to work with them. You're a blessing. All the cards just fell on the floor, and I'm not going to pick them up, but I'll tell you what I see. I see right. So someone was doing black magic on you. You're a blessing though, but they were too stubborn. And I can see robbery peeking out. So they tried to steal something from you. It's a no-go for them. You're the Empress. And they've really messed their life up here. Banks are coming after them. Lawyers are coming after them. They're investing their time and money in the wrong things and the wrong people. They're not, if they are working with lawyers, they're not listening to their lawyers. They're trying to go with a narrative of the Empress is the bad person. Truth is going to be revealed here, so not to worry. I wish you the best in this situation. Thank you. Bye.